Hey guys, welcome back to Chicken Cindy's. Today I'm going to do my Canyon Strive 7.0 bike check. That's a loud semi. I live right on the highway. So I'm gonna go over just the things I've changed, the things I've upgraded, things that have been useful upgrades, things that have been useless upgrades, or even just things that I've done just to make it kind of my own personal bike. So I hope you guys enjoy, and let's get into it. All right, so we'll do a real quick once over so you guys can see the bike in its entirety. But I've had this bike now for about a year. This is a 2019 model. I've done quite a few upgrades. So we'll start with the cockpit and we'll go on down. But as you can see, I've gone with a black, purple, and oil slick look. So I have the one-up component stem and the tool set up in here. I switched to these OGI grips, and I really like those because they got the purple and they got the oil slick on them, but I love these grips. I'll honestly buy another pair just to kind of have a spare set. When I switched to this actual stem, I had to switch to 35mm handlebars because that's the clamp, and the came with 31.2. So I switched all that. I literally just switched to XX1 stuff yesterday. So you can kind of see it hidden back there. So I had to re-cable all this and that fun stuff. And I tell you what, it was a little more difficult than I anticipated. I didn't have so much trouble when I was switching up my brakes, which you can see I have the XTs. They are the single piston, not the dual pistons. I may change that later, but for where I ride and what I do, they work absolutely fine. But you can see here a little funkiness going on this lever. So we have a click and clack mode, or a uphill downhill kind of situation, because with the Strive, and we'll go back up top in a second, they have this thing right here which is a shape shifter. So basically it changes the geometry of the bike itself whenever you switch this. So it's very cool. It's kind of technical. If you want to look into it a little bit more on Canyon's website, feel free to. But I got this fancy mud guard. I absolutely love this, and I had this made, and I actually have a opening, an unboxing, unpackaging video of that. So have the RockShox Lyric. That's what came on this, and I've changed the stickers obviously to the purple stickers, and it's a phenomenal fork. I love this fork so much. It's been great for me. It's got just enough travel for everything I do, and you can see the up front here. I switched out the rims and all that fun stuff, and I went with some Industry 9s. And I mean, I'm sure in my videos you can hear them, and I mean, they just sound absolutely brutal. I love them. They're terrific. Switched the rotors out to the Ice Techs, and I did that because when I switched over to the XTs, I went ahead and changed the rotors out a little bit, and I've been loving these brakes. They've been great. I have the actual same axis that came on it, so I've not done anything there. We'll go back up and go down. I've got some frame guard protector. It's kind of hard to see it, but I kind of have it just sporadically all over the bike, and it looks really good, and it just helps it with just the different ways I'll store it. Saddle is what came on the bike originally. I'm looking maybe into a new one, and but it works fine. It's just a really nice saddle. And then I have all my bikes set up with the Fidlock. I love the Fidlock water bottle mount. If you guys don't have that, I really recommend you looking into it. It's stinking phenomenal. It's got the RockShox Deluxe, the Super Deluxe. Love this rear shock. It does terrific as well. There is only one negative that I will say about this bike. This shapeshifter cover always pops off on me. This is actually my third one, but anytime I've called Canyon and asked them to replace it, they have always sent me one for free. They have been phenomenal about it. But I actually ended up deciding to just drill a little hole in this one, and I just zip tied it to itself, and now I don't have to worry about it at all, and it works absolutely fine. But I don't know if anyone else who has this bike has ever ran into that issue. So if you own this bike and you have run into that issue, let me know in the comments. I'm just kind of curious over that. But I have a little bit of frame protector here. I put a little bag down here, and it was kind of scuffing up my carbon a little bit, so I decided to put these here just to kind of help protect it. But I got, of course, some more frame guard on the down tube. But these are the new pedals you probably saw the other day if you watched that video that I put on. They are awesome. I've been very, very happy with these pedals. So Crank Brothers actually came out with a really cool oil slick pedal as well. So check that one out if you can't find these ones. But I've been debating on switching to an oval ring. I've been looking at some absolute blacks. I might do that, not sure. So I got the new chain as well, the sweet oil slick chain. I got the XX1 for the derailleur. Got the oil slick cog set now as well, which again look phenomenal. Same back tire. And again, you can see that Industry 9 hub. But again, gosh, it just sounds so good in my opinion. But I know some people don't like that sound, so. And then we'll come over to this side, and then you can see again the XT brakes again with the Icetec rotor. And again, those have been phenomenal. So things I have changed on this bike. So I've changed, I'll start from the bottom and go to the top. I have changed the, oh, 1 second. Sorry guys, my phone was ringing. So I've changed the rotors, I've changed the hubs, I've changed the rims, I've changed the brakes now, changed the cog set, changed the derailleur, I have changed the pedals, I have changed the chain. Just going through and what I'm thinking about what all I have or haven't changed. Stickers, does that count? So all that same stuff I just said up here as well. So, and again, brakes, I've changed stem handlebars now as well. But I would not have changed the handlebars if I didn't have to. But when I noticed or found out this was 35 millimeters, there really wasn't much I could do about that. So I just went ahead and bought a new set of bars. But the really cool thing about this bike is it came phenomenal. Like, I didn't need to change anything. There was a couple things. So I changed the brakes, for instance, not because I didn't like the SRAM guides. They were okay, but I just think it's way easier to bleed Shimano than SRAM. And I also like the fluid that it uses is just, I guess, more friendly. It doesn't do crazy stuff like the fluid from SRAM does if you get it on anything. So, but the XX1 was entirely not necessary, changing all that. But I just really wanted the oil slick, and I just think it looks phenomenal. I just decided to try it, and I think it's been great. I've not got to go on a long ride yet, but I'm hoping to do that here soon. But of course, with this quarantine and everything going on, we'll see when that happens. But other than that, guys, that's pretty much my bike. A little bit longer of a video than I anticipated. But if you guys do have any questions, anything that I've done on this, maybe something that I missed that you noticed on the bike, please put in the comments and feel free to ask me. I try to get back to all you guys as quick as I can. So, but other than that, thank you so much for joining me for my bike check. Hope you enjoyed, and hope you guys have a wonderful day. Take care.